On the 100th anniversary of World War I, the Robert R. McCormick Foundation presents this Chicago World War I moment. The 33rd Infantry Division, also known as the Illinois or Prairie Division, was the first group of Army personnel to fight alongside Australian and British forces in the summer of 1918. They were moved over 100 miles across the front into France to join the U.S. Second Army in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. This was the largest offensive in U.S. military history and was part of a series of attacks known as the 100 Days Offensive. On the 100th anniversary of World War I, the Robert R. McCormick Foundation presents this Chicago World War I moment. The 8th Regiment of the Illinois National Guard, an all-African-American regiment, was reorganized as the 370th Infantry and fought in France in World War I. They were highly decorated and played a key role in the final Allied offensive that led to the end of the war. To honor the 370th Infantry, the Victory Monument was created and stands in Bronzeville, the home of where they first began. On the 100th anniversary of World War I, the Robert R. McCormick Foundation presents the Chicago World War I moment. In 1905, President Theodore Roosevelt announced the building of the Naval Training Station Great Lakes. Although the base would be thousands of miles from the ocean, it would be built along Lake Michigan in northwest Illinois. At the time, the Navy noted the best sailors came from the Midwest, so it was the perfect place to train them. By the time World War I was finished, over 125,000 sailors were trained at the Great Lakes Naval Station. On the 100th anniversary of World War I, the Robert R. McCormick Foundation presents the Chicago World War I moment. In April 1917, the U.S. declared war on Germany, and Chicago's municipal Pier stepped up. Within 1 month, a military recruitment center opened, and soon the Pier housed multiple military uses, including barracks, a Red Cross training center, and even a jail for draft dodgers. It was later renamed Navy Pier to honor those who served in World War I. On the 100th anniversary of World War I, the Robert R. McCormick Foundation presents this Chicago World War I moment. On June 3, 1916, Chicago, along with cities around the U.S., held a parade in honor of Preparedness Day. This parade, in anticipation of the entry into World War I, was to show Congress and the rest of the world that the people of the United States were prepared to defend themselves in war. At the time, it was the biggest parade in Chicago's history. From veterans and police to grocers and plumbers, over 130,000 Chicagoans participated in the Preparedness Day Parade.